Welcome to The Update. Nath Gardner with you. Close to a quarter of Australians are still undecided in whether to support the Indigenous Voice to Parliament. A new survey published in The Age shows just 22% of voters aren't sure. Those surveyed were posed a simple yes or no vote, with 57% ticking yes. However, overall support has slipped in Western Australia and Queensland to 52%. It's election day in New South Wales. Premier Dominic Perrottet and Labor leader Chris Minns spent the final day pitching last-minute appeals to voters. Labor needs a swing of 9 seats to govern. The Queensland government isn't backing down on naming the 2032 Olympic Games after Brisbane. There were calls to name it South East Queensland 2032 due to the range of venues that will host events. But Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk sticking with tradition.
We're under the new norm, so you'll hear me say Brisbane 2032 Queensland. It's inclusive of all of Queensland, but the way the Olympics have operated in the past, it's always been the centre is given to...
King Charles has postponed his planned trip to France as rioting against the French government intensifies. It's over President Emmanuel Macron's pension reforms. And a study that's come out of the UK shows smokers and those with a higher body mass index are more likely to develop long COVID. Sport and entertainment are next. Turning to sport now, AFL, it was a bizarre ending to the Brisbane-Melbourne match at the GABBA. About halfway through the last quarter, with the Lions in control by 40 points, a power blackout saw the ground's lights suddenly fail. After a break, as the lights slowly returned, a late flurry of Melbourne goals saw the D's go down by just 11 points, 93-82. Coach Simon Goodwin disappointed, but at least pleased with his side's fight.
That was our biggest learning out of the night, that no matter where we sit in a game, there's always going to be opportunity if you keep the right mindset going. And that's what our playing group did. They stayed in that mindset and they gave themselves a chance.
Meantime, Melbourne is sweating on the results of scans on injured skipper Max Gawn, who was subbed out of the game just minutes into the first quarter with an injured knee. NRL, the Broncos have won the first Battle of Brisbane, beating the Dolphins 18-12. With just a minute to go, a try to Katoni Staggs sealing the win for Brisbane. Despite the loss, Dolphins coach Wayne Bennett says it was a hotly contested match.
No one would leave here tonight disappointed on either side. It was a great game of football by two teams who were both imperfect.
And in the other game, the Melbourne Storm, too good for the West Tigers, getting up 24-12 at Amy Park. In their first match on home soil since the World Cup, the Socceroos have defeated Ecuador 3-1 in a friendly in Sydney. And in cricket, WA trails by 20 runs heading into day 3 of the Shield final against Victoria at the Wacker. And in entertainment news, John Hamm has been cast in Mean Girls the Movie musical. It's been reported he'll play Coach Carr, the gym teacher and bumbling sex ed teacher. And Selena Gomez, Justin Bieber's ex, is pleading with fans to leave Hailey Bieber, who's married to Justin, alone after she was bombarded with hate and death threats. And we'll see you tomorrow for another episode of The Update.